holding the powerful accountable and getting results.
Shut the camera there.
8 on your side, Steve Andrews investigates.
An assistant Pasco County principal pleads guilty to perversion. He admits to producing, distributing, and possessing child pornography. His actions stunned his colleagues at the Pasco County School District.
36-year-old Kyle Ritsema copped a plea in federal court admitting he shot sexually explicit pictures of, then had sex with a 14-year-old boy. On your side, senior investigative reporter Steve Andrews tells us now this former assistant principal is going away for a long time.
Yeah, you know, a mandatory minimum 15 years on one charge. He could get up to 80. Some call this former assistant principal a wolf in sheep's clothing. Wearing a Pinellas County Jail orange jumpsuit, 36-year-old Kyle Ritsema admitted to the dark side of his life.
He's very remorseful for what he did. He's never harmed any students.
In federal court, he pleaded guilty to 4 counts of producing, distributing, and possession of child pornography.
It just was like a punch in the gut when we learned what the charges were.
At the time of his February arrest, Ritsema was the assistant principal at Cypress Creek Middle School in Pasco. District spokesperson Linda Cobb.
What I thought I knew, was that he was an excellent administrator, was a rising star in the district, was well respected by colleagues, students liked him.
Federal agents investigating another school district employee, transportation manager William Napolitano, discovered texts to and from Ritsema.
No one had any idea that he was doing this disgusting stuff on his own time.
Investigators discovered Ritsema enticed a 14-year-old boy on the internet. They had sex at least 5 times. He admitted taking sexually explicit photos of him, then transmitting them from his phone. After one encounter, one of his text messages said, "I couldn't pass up that boy. I still want to play." Investigators believe there may be multiple victims. Were there more that we don't know about?
Not that I'm aware of. I don't believe there were any others.
We have no indication that any other students were involved. I know that they did investigate. They did go to schools and look at yearbooks and could not match any of the images that they had with any students in our system. I hope to God that none of our students were involved.
Late this afternoon, the feds asked for the public's help in identifying any additional victims in this exploitation case. They ask anyone who had unprotected sex with Ritsema or knows of a possible child victim to contact Homeland Security Investigations. That contact information will be up on our website at WFLA.com.
Yeah, Steve, and he was asked in court if he'd ever been diagnosed with any sort of a mental illness, and he replied, "Not yet." Not yet? I mean, was he planning a mental illness? I don't understand that response.
I thought that was an interesting answer to that question as well. His attorney says Mr. Ritsema is undergoing psychological analysis, that he's had issues in his childhood and adult life, and he hopes whatever they find may persuade a judge to hand out a lighter sentence. He's looking at a possible 80 years in prison.
It's almost like a death sentence right there if he gets all of that for sure at his age. All right, thank you, Steve.
Thank you. If you have a problem you want Steve to investigate, call our 8 on your side helpline at 1-800-338-0808.